Casey Davies is a 13-year veteran of the force. He says he walked into the bank at 37th West, 78th South, and just felt like something wasn't right.
Just as I opened the door, a person came out the other door, and as I saw him, I just had kind of an overwhelming sensation that that guy just did something wrong in the bank, or he was about to do something wrong. And plus he matched our description of one of our bank robbery suspects that we were been looking for. I made a phone call to one of our investigation sergeants, and I told him, I think I got your guy right here. He just walked out of the Mountain America. I don't know if he just robbed it or what, but he was doing something in there. I called West Jordan police, and I started following him. It looked like he was casing the area, so I watched him walk across the parking lot to the west, over into a couple other small little businesses. There was a deli and then a Radio Shack. I watched him. He'd walk in, walk back out, walk in another business, walk back out, and then he made his way back over to the Wendy's, sits around for a minute, and then he comes back outside and he sits at the table where he could face the credit union. And then a couple West Jordan officers arrived on scene, and so I approached, identified myself as a police officer, and I told him, I go, you look like a bank robber that we're looking for. And so Cottonwood Heights detectives get there and decided that, yeah, we're gonna take him into custody. They found what ended up being kind of an airsoft handgun, and then a note demanding all the money from the credit union. So he'd gone in to do it, chickened out, and then he came out to get the wheel and the Ganas back up to do it.
Now, Officer Davies is making a habit out of doing this. Just 2 years ago, he arrived at a bank while a robbery was in progress, and he arrested one of the suspects.
You know, I think it's always something I wanted to do as a kid. I always watched my dad go to work and was always curious, and he always had, everybody knew my dad, everybody looked up to my dad, and so I had that kind of that role model as a kid. No, I don't consider myself a hero. I think I was doing what anybody else should have done in that situation. What's wrong is wrong, and you need to stand up for what you believe in.